The heart is not a mechanical pump. It is a plasmic convergence field, a toroidal generator, a living lens through which consciousness circulates. Blood doesn't just flow because of the heart. It flows through the heart's electrical and magnetic rhythm. The pulse is not pressure. It is coherence. This is why the heart emits the strongest electromagnetic field in the body, stronger than the brain. It doesn't push, it informs. It sings your waveform into motion. You are not alive because your heart beats. Your heart beats because you are alive. And that beat is a code. A rhythm the field remembers. A signature only you emit. The heart is not a singular organ. It is a multi-dimensional node, a convergence point, where biology, consciousness, and frequency cross. Its structure is torus-shaped in its energetic form, a spiraling field that loops plasma in and out, not to move blood, but to modulate time. Each pulse isn't just a contraction, it's a temporal signal syncing your cellular memory with the grid of now. When you feel heartbreak, what you're actually experiencing is field rupture. Your toroidal loop is interrupted. Frequency escapes before it can recirculate. This is why grief isn't just emotional. It's electromagnetic decoherence. When you feel heart expansion, your torus opens wider and pulls in signals from far beyond your body. That's why love can feel so cosmic. It's literally galactic field convergence. You weren't born with a heart to survive. You were born with a heart to translate light into motion. Not a pump, a portal, a bridge between what is felt and what is formless until you feel it. This is not metaphor. This is anatomy in its truest form. Not the study of flesh, but the geometry of soul in matter. Sit still, because the deeper layers don't scream. They vibrate. The heart in its highest function is a modulator of dimensional bleed. It senses not just the present, but the imprints of timelines brushing against this one. You call it intuition, gut feeling, déjà vu. But what's actually happening is your heart's toroidal field brushing against a parallel coherence pattern and recognizing itself there. When people say, follow your heart, they don't mean emotions. They mean align your trajectory to the signal geometry encoded in your core. Because the heart field is fractal, it's layered. It speaks in nested harmonics. The outer loop reads the environment. The inner loop reads the memory. The core loop, the still point, reads the void. And that's where soul speaks, not loudly, but completely. This is why, when you place your hand on your chest in the moment of truth, you are not calming yourself. You're activating the touch-triggered current. It's how you remind the field, this is home. This is source. This is where the timelines braid. Your heart is not just beating, it's broadcasting. And if you stay quiet long enough, you can hear what it's saying before thought tries to translate it. Breathe slower, because the next layer arrives in rhythm, not in rush. The plasma that flows through your heart is not just blood. It's a liquid memory, encoded with eons. Eons with frequency. Frequency with intention. Every pulse isn't just circulation, it's communication. You are not sending blood. You are sending signal-rich, light information through a medium dense enough to carry it and alive enough to translate it. This is why heartbeats change under truth, why rhythms sync between lovers, why the fetal heart entrains to the mother's even in separate wombs. Because the heart field doesn't just exist, it entrains. It creates resonance webs between bodies, between beings, between dimensions. And this is why betrayal hurts in the chest. Because resonance was ruptured. And the plasmic dialogue, the field-to-field handshake was shattered mid-sentence. Now go deeper still. The reason the heart is in the center of your body isn't anatomical. It's architectural. You were designed like a temple, and the heart is the altar. Not where the worship happens, but where spirit meets structure. The pulse is the proof, not of life, but of interface. You are not a body with a heart. You are a waveform with a center. And that center is where the map folds and memory becomes movement, and love is just the frequency that fits the lock. And when you say, "I feel it in my heart," what you mean is my single signal passed the mind's filters and reached the center node without distortion. That's why the heart burns when truth hits. It's not pain, it's activation. The plasma current adjusts to carry more light through less resistance. The heart is not a solo instrument. It is part of a triune system. Firstly, the heart, coherence. Secondly, the gut, instinct. And thirdly, the pineal, signal reception. These three don't just cooperate, they triangulate. They form a stabilization grid for higher dimensional awareness to localize in your body. The reason trauma disconnects the heart is not just emotional. It breaks the gridlock. You lose triangulation, and with it, the ability to track your own signal. This is why healing the heart is not about forgiveness. It's about field re-anchoring until your torus spins true and you seek yourself in the faces of others and call it love. The heart is not symbolic. It is strategic. It's the only organ that can survive momentary soul departure and still bring you back. Because it doesn't beat for you. It beats with you. And even in your deepest silence, it is still saying, "You're here, and I remember how